Hands down, the best game of the Euro so far. Portugal 3-3 with Hungary, end to end. I couldn't breathe at times. Jason was sweating. We just really could not grasp how consistently each team was scoring at a certain point. I think there was 3 goals in 9 minutes at one point. So to discuss really quick, we finally found Ronaldo. Thank God we returned him safely to his hole after this game. Hopefully he can crawl back out of it again. I'm only joking. Come on, take a laugh, Ronaldo fans. Jesus, he scored a beautiful back heel and a great
Can I throw your mic in the water?
Oh, yeah. By the way, I was so surprised with that. It was also funny, but Ronaldo's usually pretty good at composing himself when it comes to it, but he's just had enough of the media.
Ronaldo, preparado para este jogo hoje?
Oh, he looked like a locked-in LeBron James. He looked like a locked-in Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like there was no smile. Well, there was some smiles, but there wasn't a lot of smiles. Even after he scored, he knew it was let's get back on it and continue.
And a similar thing, right? So let's just bring to light. Let's bring to light a point that we talk about when it comes to LeBron. Before I get into some of the analysis.
You mean Ronaldo?
No, LeBron.
Oh.
Similar to Ronaldo is a lot of people will heap the criticism on players like LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo for their reaction in certain moments. But that's because the camera's on them. Put the camera on Pepe or Carvalho or anyone else, you're going to see a negative reaction when something doesn't go their way. It's just it goes partly along with being a football player. You get frustrated at times. So when Nani bombs it down the left-hand side and doesn't get it into Ronaldo in the box, the camera zones right in on Ronaldo. He's going, oh, Jesus, puto, whatever else he's saying. And the thing is, yeah, he's frustrated because he made a 60-yard run to get into the box and he never got the ball. It doesn't mean that he hates his teammates. It doesn't mean that he's going to put icy hot in Nani's briefs after the game. He might do that. You never know. It's happened to me one time, Jason. I do not advise it. It was a senior player who did it to me in my old pro days, and it was awful. Either way, Ronaldo, he helped Portugal go through. Did they go through, I would say, in glorious fashion?
No.
Nah? Definitely not. They go through, which many people predicted Italy would have went through, with draws. Drawing their way to the next round. They go through as one of the better third place teams now because Iceland grabbed a last-minute goal. What a story for the mighty Iceland. Talked about it in our previews, how they were a team to watch. They're a young team who attack aggressively, are very a tight-knit group. They grab a last-minute goal against Austria, who are easily one of the biggest disappointments in the tournament at this moment. And they put forward a tasty matchup now in the next round against England, whereas Portugal have a much tougher game in their game against Croatia now. But Jason, does that all matter how they got through, or does it just matter that they're through?
So if you're Portugal, that back four is iffy. It's very iffy. You need guys to score. You need Ronaldo to put it in the back of the net a few times just to even draw teams. Draw some of the teams in the Euros. Now, they have a lighter side of the bracket. They don't have to look at a Germany or an Italy or a Spain or an England or I can't believe through England in there, or a France who is just more well-rounded. Maybe not England in that case, but I don't want to sell them too short or overhype them. Regardless, Croatia, Wales, Switzerland, Poland, all teams that could beat Portugal.
I absolutely agree. I think that a 3-3 is probably the best way to summarise Portugal at this moment. Good going forward, can bang in goals, but at the back, with Pepe and Carvalho at the back, they seem stable enough, but their two fullbacks like to attack so much. So you've got failed wingers like Varane, who likes to go forward, that's what he is. He's a failed winger, so therefore he drops back, and he's not too bad to supporting the attack, but they leave themselves susceptible. But we've spent, I would say, the majority of this clip already talking about a team that scraped through on third. Just because Ronaldo's in that team, of course we have to touch on his performance. But let's talk about Hungary. This is a team that I personally had rooted at the bottom of this group in my preview.
Oh, wow.
I had Austria going through in second. I had Portugal going through in first, and I had Iceland going through as the better placed third place team. I didn't think Hungary were going to go through. Let's be fully honest. Zoltan Gira, as well as Vitaly in goals, were the only guys that I knew, simply because one of them wore a pair of joggies in goals, which are like the sweatpants.
The sweatpants, dude, that's like the biggest news,
so,
man.
Or
dad bod goal.
Dad bod goals. Or the fact that Zoltan Gira played his trade in the Premier League, and he's got it in his locker. Zoltan Gira's volley, beautiful technique into the bottom corner.
Don't worry, I'm good. You keep going.
This under two shot, that's why people are looking at me.
I don't care. My pad is falling off my chair, and I'm falling off my chair. Yeah. We can keep that in. Continue, Francis.
So Zoltan Gira, he's always had it in his locker, some of those glorious finishes, and he proved essential in getting Hungary basically in front of the world now with the fact that they went top of the group. But I'm going to talk about their skipper. And please, Jason, prepare to bless me as I sneeze through his name. Jujujak.
You went where?
I'm going to call him Balas at the moment. Jujujak.
The Hungarian captain.
The Hungarian captain. He's been impressive throughout, and even more impressive in this game, banging in 2, and continuously proven that this Hungary team will not lay down to any opponent as they have done through their group stage. Many people said that this group was one of the easier groups for Portugal to go through. No group at this moment in the Euros is easy because each team that have faced against the big dogs, you've seen Croatia come up against Spain and overcome the big giant there, even though Croatia are widely tipped as a dark horse. No team in this tournament, by the way, are scared of any of the bigger names. Even Northern Ireland, despite the fact that they rode their luck, they were, they were rubbing the genie the night before. Don't ask me what that looks like. They skated by with a 1-0 loss against Germany, but they didn't look scared when they were in possession. And that's the beauty of this tournament at the moment. I'm getting sentimental, Jason. That's the beauty of football. And that's where I was frustrated last night with the USA. I'm going to make a minor point on this again because they just didn't want to go blow for blow. And going blow for blow against a team like Argentina is never going to end well. But at least you'll leave with some sort of self-respect when you can try and possess the ball because you have talent to do so. So when Northern Ireland did it against Germany, I was proud to watch when they were playing triangles and they were knocking the ball around. And I was proud to watch Hungary today as they were like, you can counter-attack, you've got Ronaldo, well, we've got Jack. And we're going to go forward and we're going to showcase that we deserve to be in this tournament.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Right? It was a blowout, and we deserve to lose because we are not even close to a mid-class tier team.
Well, Hungary are definitely proving that they are close to that mark, if not surpassing some of the world's better teams.
We can learn something from Hungary.
Make sure to stay tuned for our clip tomorrow, in which we will be breaking down the full of the Euros once the game finalises and we see who faces who in the latter stages. The tournament's shaping up to be a belter. Thankfully, we've got some goals here. This was, for me and Jason, I'm sure, the best game of the Euros so far. By a country mile. Hit us in the comment section below. Jason Rubin 91 on both Twitter and Instagram. Francis_Maxwell on Twitter. Francis Maxwell Host on Instagram. And we'll see you guys soon.